looking at these crosses here, or these traits, certain traits are related to each other and other traits are not related to each other. And what I mean by that is that purple and white flower is a related trait. So when you cross purple to white, you get all purple, and then you get a mix of purple and white in the next generation. If you cross yellow to green, you get all yellow, and then in the next generation, you get a mixture of yellow and green. If you cross round to wrinkled, you get all round in the second generation, and then you get a mixture of round and wrinkled in the next generation. So what he did is he did these crosses, and he counted the total number in that last generation of individuals that were purple and white, yellow and green, round or wrinkled, and so on. And this is the data that he got. And you can tell me if you see any patterns to this. And one of the things I want to mention, and this is actually one of the first terms that's on your sheet here, is just a little bit of terminology for how we designate the generations of the crosses we're talking about. When we do a cross, we talk about the first generation of the cross as the parental generation, and we abbreviate it with a P. So the P, or parental generation, would be your purple peas and your white peas. The first offspring generation that emerges, we refer to as the first filial generation. And filial is just a fancy word for offspring. So the first filial, or F1 generation, are the first offspring. The second generation, or the next generation, will be the second filial generation, or the F2. So when you do crosses, it's always the P, then the F1, and then the F2. And so we use this terminology quite a bit when talking about crosses, like, what did you see in the F2? So make sure you get the terminology straight, because it is pretty important to pay attention to. So take a look at the data here and see if you guys see any patterns.